3D printing, it's cool. It's actually never been cooler. Things have seriously improved. And so it's time to jump back in. And I didn't even know Anker was getting into this market, but apparently, you know, that's the case. And they have something here that looks cool and different from some of the 3D printers that I've had in the past. Right on the front, they're saying 5 times faster, extra intelligent, auto leveling 7x7, 0.1 millimeter detail, 3-step assembly, built-in AI camera monitoring, aluminum alloy structure, and auto-created time lapses, which could be cool. There's a hub allowing you to connect multiple devices, a nice little toolkit. But this is what it's gonna look like. I mean, I don't know how many points you're willing to give for looks, but when I think of a futuristic looking 3D printer, this is kind of what I might imagine. All right, so I'm gonna do a little magic trick here. I'm gonna slap the top of the box and then it's gonna be right in front of us, fully assembled. Magic! Look at this beauty. Got the filament up top, the touch screen over here, the tray with which we're going to do our printing. We get all types of stuff in this setup as well. The toolkit that I mentioned, which comes in a solid container. Got our little cutters, our different tips for the screwdriver, variety of keys, whatever accessories you're gonna need to manage your 3D printer. Now these guys have already been playing around with this thing and printing a few things. Look at these little knickknacks. It's a tiny little tugboat. That's the type that Mickey Mouse was on, something like that. And then also, what about an octopus egg holder? How cute. And I was looking at these things, I'm like, these are pretty robust. And then Will also made a whistle. Does this actually work? Legit, man. It's amazing, you know, the 3D printer thing, it's just, it kind of wavers in terms of interest. Like it gets really hot and then I remember when it first bust on the scene and then quietly improvements have been made in the background and we've found ourselves at devices like this one with tremendous capability and doing things faster now, which has been kind of one of those drawbacks previously with 3D printers is, okay, how long is it gonna take to print? And they've aimed to take that number down. So what are we gonna do? Okay, let's jump into the app real quick. There's lots of different things we can print. Oh, I got a couple peels here as well. I hear a little fan kick up on the unit. Ooh, hello there. Nice little touchscreen over here. Let's see, control. Woo! Listen to those sound effects. Beep-doop. Beep-doop. We were just having a conversation about technology working for or against us. This is one of those products where, like, it still kind of feels a little bit magic every single time you send a print and then you have a physical object. You're reminded at how fantastic technology can actually be when it's working for you. All right, so now we are into the app. You can see the AnkerMake M5 represented here. You can see the temperature. You can preheat it. I can head into the settings here, configure the Wi-Fi, share the printer with other devices, and then most excitingly, I can head into Explore and actually look at stuff that I can print just instantly like that. Look at the monster mask. There's the egg holder that we did. I should make something for my daughter. I'm gonna go with the bunny. I've decided on the bunny. I'm gonna click print. I'm gonna select my printer. It's gonna take 2 hours and I'm gonna need 44 grams of filament. So let's go ahead and print it. Oh baby, here we go, let's go. Let's go. Everybody's like, Lou, it's a 3D printer. We get it. Why are you so pumped? I'm pumped because Will's pumped. We've been invigorated in this studio space at the prospect of rejuvenating our love of the 3D printing.
High five. So anywhere around the world.
Into the mic right here, please.
So that 3D printer has an actual camera and you can watch the process of the printing anywhere you want. And you can check up on it if there are errors. So
remote. You love this thing?
I'm a big fan.
He loves it. We can also pause our print from here. So like Will's saying, since you have the camera on there, if you notice some sort of an issue, you can hop into the app and remotely pause or stop the printer to avoid catastrophe.
I've worked with 3D printers in the past, and this by far is the easiest. You don't have to level anything.
He's a tough guy to impress.
Yeah.
We are almost there now. Oh, wow. Look at this plate going. I feel so satisfied and calm right now. This type of thing I'm gonna do when I retire. I'm just gonna sit around and like 3D print stuff. Now we're gonna probably give you a time lapse at this point, so you get all the gratification in even less time. But believe it or not, this is already a major improvement to print something like this in only 2 hours versus some of the older tech that's out there. It took a little bit longer. Cool. 5 stars. So I'm gonna finish. It took around 2 hours. Wow. You see the face there of the bunny. Now, what you would do in this case is you would go in there and kind of clip away a little bit more material so it's even more smooth. This was about 2 hours, and that's the fastest 3D printing experience for an object of this scale that I've personally ever been a part of. My daughter's gonna think this is cool. I'm gonna tell her I printed it today. This is like Alice in Wonderland style. Yeah, well, that's the other thing too, from a practical perspective, it's a proof of concept, like we're showcasing how the work can be done. But obviously if you're printing spare parts, modifications for your various gadgets, tools, if you're into some other craft and you damage a part, like Will just mentioned a Gundam part, okay, go print an extra one to hold everything together. And then as I mentioned, prototyping. If you have a design for something that you want to see manifested in reality like this, it's hard to get closer than this in 2 hours time. Like I think to a certain extent we're desensitized to that effect, but like you go, you print it, 2 hours later you have something in your hand that you're holding. In this case, it's a rabbit, like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Oh, here we go. All right, so the app says print completed. Time saved, 5 hours and 47 minutes. Good Lord, that's a lot, I guess, compared to other 3D printers. Of course, we could go into the explore section and pick some other object, but we can also feed whichever file we want from our computer into the AnkerMake as well. And this is also where you're gonna house your time lapses. So we have a representation of the early part of the experience here recorded. Even the price has come down and become so much more approachable. So this unit is coming in at 799 USD. I say 799, that's the regular price. There might be a deal as well. If so, I'll put those details in the description of this video. I'm so relaxed. It's because I'm going around and just like doing this craft. Yeah, let's end on that. Peaceful clipping of my 3D printed articulating bunny.